So in this video, I want to talk about the masks people wear, the psychological masks people wear, best of broads. And this particular broad I'm thinking about right now. See, crazy bitches, they wear a mask when you meet them. But then maybe a year, a couple years later, not even a couple years later, maybe after the quote-unquote honeymoon phase wears off, the mask comes off and you see what she really is. Most broads are insecure. Some chicks have these mental disorders, like to be controlling and manipulative. Like I always say, the one tool a chick has, other than her looks, is manipulation. Makeup, tight jeans, tight clothes, anything to get and keep your attention, so you never see who she really is behind closed doors. Because I'll tell you a secret, guys. You meet a chick at the bar and she looks like Taylor Swift, she's not gonna look like that in the morning. It ain't possible. She ain't gonna look like that in the morning. Her hair's gonna be a freaking mess, etc., etc. Her makeup's gonna be like all smeared on the pillow, whatever, maybe smeared on you. She's gonna look like shit in the morning. That's what I'm saying. That's what you're gonna get with your married broad too, because the makeup and stuff is all just a little trick to get you in the door. And she'll look amazing on the wedding, of course, but after that, then you get stuck with the leftovers. She'll be wearing sweats around the house instead of tight jeans. She'll be wearing nighties instead of going to bed in a bra and panties or nothing. It's all part of the little bait that these bitches use to get you in the door and get you to sign that contract. Me personally, I can't stand the thought of a chick trying to tell me what to do all the time. At the chum bug, it's fine, but I don't need that shit, man. I don't need this. So I took off the thing on my page again. But yesterday I got some attitude for whatever reason. Because last time I saw her, it seemed like shit was going alright. This time I gave her this weird look, and I've had this feeling she was going to do something stupid. Another one of those dopey tests that bitches do to get on my nerves personally. And she did it. She set it up somehow. Sometimes I'm walking through the store and I see a good looking girl and I'm like, alright. Or I see someone that I know. In her crazy ass mind, that means I'm flirting with someone who wants to say hi. It's a control tactic that's like, oh, I can't control my crazy emotions because I'm a psychopath, so I'll control yours. That's all that is. Personally, I really don't care anymore. Like I always say, I don't really care anymore. This chick is clearly got mental problems that she needs to freaking shrink what she needs. I think girls this generation think having a man means getting control of everything he does. You can't. And then turn around and have a bunch of your minions speaking evil all the freaking time. It's this is exactly why I always watch and observe people, because they'll tell you who they are without talking to you at all. They'll tell you exactly who they are. You can find out where they're doing it. I didn't say a damn word to her yesterday. I'm glad I didn't. She's a pain in the ass. Definitely not worth my time. And believe me, I can do a lot better than this chick. A lot of dudes fall into this one-itis crap. I think there's only one broad for them, just because she dropped her pants first night she met her. Believe me, there's more ass out there if you really just open your eyes. And if you're in your 20s, don't waste your time with girls your age. Go younger. Believe me. Younger broads will be younger longer, and they will I'm not saying don't be manipulative, but there's no way to put your foot down to put her in her place very early on. The only problem with this chick is that she's always got somebody, one of her dumb friends, whispering in her ear all the time, telling her what to say, and she believes them because she's stupid. So it's the bottom line. I don't say anything to her because I already know she's gonna have some kind of nonsense going on. As soon as I saw her, I'm like, up here comes the nonsense. Here come the accusations from her crazy ass. That's what I'm talking about, is that she wasn't like this in the beginning. Now all of a sudden, now that the mask has come off, now she's getting comfortable. She's taking the psychological mask off and showing me without telling me what she really is. Because I'm watching. I see everything. I see everything that goes on. The time she thinks of talking to another broad, she tries to talk to one of her male quote-unquote friends, try and get me back under control. It doesn't work anymore. I've seen through all her tricks. I know all of her tricks now. It doesn't work anymore. Might have worked in the beginning because I didn't know, but now that my mind is free, and this goes back to my friend that I talked about the other day. His ex used to bang her head on the car door when he broke up with her. Outside of his house. The minute he get back with her, when he did, he claims, he wrote in his post, he says, and then it's back to not being able to have any more friends or see his best friend. That's what they do. That's what these crazy broads do. They want to control the environment around them. So what they want you to get to know their friends so badly so they can manipulate you from within. That's all it is. It's not about the relationship. It's about controlling. Because she can't control herself. She lost control of her own life or whatever happened. I really couldn't care less. I'm guessing Daddy left when she was a kid. Because Daddy was an asshole. Which is why her mom spread her legs and that's how she got here. But don't tell her that because it's just too obvious. The only place you should be looking for support is the freaking mirror. The only place she should be looking to blame somebody is her damn self. Man, I got bigger things to do, man. This is why I disappear every week, so I don't deal with her bullshit all the freaking time. This is why I'll never understand marriage, because the whole concept is stupid. Marriage is basically dealing with someone's bullshit all the time. Until your little drop. Until one of you leaves. In most cases it's abroad because chicks change their mind like the friggin' weather. Which is another reason why marriage is pointless. Like why? Why would I want to deal with it all the time? Why? It doesn't make any sense. I don't want to go for chicks my age because most of them are hit the wall already. So naturally I go younger. Or I just wait it out. Eventually another piece of ass will drop into my lap. I'm not worried about it. As for her, she's probably just going to keep rescuing more cats until she can't even sleep on her own bed anymore. That's how it starts, man. Chicks with all the animals, they're the ones with the loose screws that you gotta watch out for. They got the loose screws up here. They can barely control their own lives, so they try to control somebody else. It never works unless the guy's weak. My mind is free. Like I said, it's a battle of the mind with these broads, right? Get inside your head, think you feel a certain way. Then they blame all their problems on you when you turn around. See, I knew as soon as I saw her crazy ass. I'm like, oh, here we go. So what do? I pull the plug. I pull the plug, this crazy chick just starts to panic naturally because she realizes she can't control anyone. Definitely not me. She doesn't and she never will. And that's why I say beware of a seductress, because she has a pretty face, but deep down, she's crazy. The physical appearance will often lure dudes in, like a siren, and then start drowning you, and they're full of her nonsense. That's all marriage is dealing with a chick's nonsense, all the time. Old people always be like, oh, well, you gotta work at it. Like, no. If it's the real deal, it will flow naturally. I already have a job. I don't need to work or anything else. Thank you very much. Like, you baby boomers are the reason we're here in the first damn place. And you guys always talk down to my generation and people below me. And yet you keep complaining, oh, why don't you have any kids? Why would I want more of myself when you people already talk down to me and people like me? Huh? I know what I can afford, and it ain't no damn kids. Chicks on their own are expensive. I talked about this the other day. Think about it. When you get a chick knocked up, all the influence you had is gone. Because she decides what happens from there on out. She decides she's going to pop the kid out or not. Then you got to deal with her crazy ass on crazy time for 9 months. With a kid growing inside her stomach, which is disgusting. Mood swings, cravings, yelling and screaming at you for no reason, or more than usual. Blaming you for everything. Well, this is your fault. You know, she's the one who spread her legs and got you drunk. It's your fault that she was on birth control, like she told you she was. Because, spoiler alert, she wanted to trap you. Because insecure broads will do whatever it takes to get a man in the door. She traps you because she doesn't want you to go anywhere. Because she wants to control you, even if she's not really knocked up. She'll do whatever it takes. Take all kinds of terrible advice from her dumb friends, which is dumb as her. And this is why I don't talk to those meatbags, because I don't like them. It's not complicated. See, this is why I like being alone all the time, or at least sometimes. I can hear myself think, and I don't have a bunch of meatbags talking my ear off all the time. And that's the problem with group settings, is that someone's always in your ear. Always have someone else's voice other than yourself in your mind. I don't need that. Yeah, beware the seductress. Because these broads will wear a mask. Not unlike this one. To lure you in. Once they got you to sign on a dotted line, she got your nuts in her hands. And then she'll get fat. She'll get fat because she has to gain weight to pop the kid out. If you don't want a kid, she'll convince you because now you got your name on the contract like an idiot. And then after a couple of years, she pops out a couple brats. Then she divorces you and takes half your shit. Then you're on the street while she's living it up through child support and alimony. Right. Meanwhile, you don't get a dime because she'll never pay alimony. It's funny because these days, these broads that want the career and everything, they think they can have it all. They think they can have a full-time career, work 9 to 5, come home and not cook nothing, and then still be able to keep a man's interest. No, that's not how it works. Like, traditional roles do not exist anymore. They don't exist anymore. Trying to explain that to my parents' generation is like pulling teeth. These traditional gender roles do not exist anymore. It's the bottom line. Like, if I'm coming home from a long ass day at work dealing with morons, and there's no food on the table and the lights are off, why do I need you? I could just go home to my own apartment and cook my own food and then play PlayStation for the rest of the night. I don't need a broad to complete my life. What kind of BS is that? Give me a break, man. Like, if you need a chick to complete your life, there's something wrong with you. Just the bottom line. No man needs a chick to complete their life. Relationship is a bonus to everything else that's going on. It's not the focus. Okay? It should never be the focus. But all this crap, you gotta put her first. Like, no. No. I'm putting myself first. Thanks. If I can't take care of myself, I can't take care of anyone else. That's the bottom line. Society will always try to twist it around, make it about her. It's really not. Gentlemen, we are kings. These bitches, they need to prove themselves to us. Not the other way around. We don't have a time clock. Rushing to pop out and brat. They do. We don't. To be George Clooney's age and still be having brats. The younger rod. Yeah, and always go younger if you can. You're in your 30s, date a 22-year-old. In your 40s, date a 22-year-old. Try not to go into the teenage range because those broads are still, developing. I mean, one night stand, sure, but don't wife up a teenage broad. Just don't do it. I should have figured younger broad would be more manipulative. That was my bad for not being too blinded by her good looks. That's exactly what I'm talking about. That's the manipulation tactic they use to get you in the door. In today's generation, I feel bad for people that try to bring more people into the world. Because the way the world is going, girls grow up thinking they can be dudes, have full-time jobs, and still keep a man's interest. And dudes just thinking that it's okay to dress like a girl. That's what your kids are going to be learning in school. That's what's going to be all around them when they're growing up. TV is terrible these days. Star Wars is a thing of the past. Disney's taking a dump on it. Marvel Studios is taking a dump, going to the feminist era of diversity nonsense. James Bond is apparently going to be a chick now, a black chick, which is even worse. I shouldn't have to explain why that's bad. A new agent is fine, but James Bond is a man. End of discussion. Same with Thor. Thor's a man. End of discussion. There's no arguing with it. You can't take a male character and make it into a chick and expect people to just bend over. Natalie Portman has about as much acting talent as the hair on my ass. So, that's gonna flop. Believe me, it's gonna flop. Ghostbusters 2016 all over again. That had to be one of the most downvoted videos in history. I never saw it. I know enough about Ghostbusters to know they're not chicks. So, what's next? Ninja Turtles? I mean, come on. So I was like, I enjoy being a bachelor. I think it's a lot of fun and kind of underrated in society. People are like, oh, you gotta work in a relationship. Like, no. If it's the right one, it will flow naturally. But like, there's highs and lows, of course, sure. I ain't gonna deny that. Do I want to deal with those highs and lows is the question. No, I don't. Got better shit to do than wonder about what a chick is quote unquote feeling. Because that's all. It's what it's all about. Is what she's feeling in the moment, which could change in an instant. By the way, I'm not that thirsty for any broad that I want to deal with that on a regular basis. Forget it. It's like, just like Tom like says, it's like, I want to do what I want to do when I want to do it with whoever I want to do it with. Might not always be with whomever I want to do it with, because I'm not really one of those dudes that's like a sex addict or anything. But I enjoy my freedom. Married dudes don't really have that. I see with my old man all the time. Really don't. You gotta answer to the broad all the time. You come home late. Where were you? Were you with another woman? Like, I watch couples court. And these broads will go to any lengths to try and blame the dude, accuse him of doing this and that. When truth is, she's probably doing something. Usually how it goes, gentlemen. So think twice, maybe 3 times, before you let a woman drag you down the aisle. Because, let me tell you, you'll be buying the rings, you'll be planning the honeymoon, which will probably put you in debt. Then you have to buy a house, another thing will put you in debt. Then she'll want a car, toaster oven, anything that's expensive that she knows she can't afford, but you can. I said this before. Focus on your career when you're young. Girls ain't going anywhere. There's probably more girls on the planet than dudes. Believe me. It's not really a bad thing either. And when you do get busy, wear a condom. And then put Tabasco sauce in it. So Tom like his tradition. Don't trust these bitches, because they will take advantage of what they perceive as weakness, which is really not. They'll see that in these dumb broads, they think someone that's nice is weak. Not the same thing. It's really not. I'm nice when I want to be. So I can avoid being seen if I wish, but disappear entirely. That is a rare gift. You know? It's like, I can be nice if I wish, until someone takes me off. These dumb broads, they got one emotion going on. They're like a Tinkerbell fairy. One emotion at a time they can handle, I guess. And personally, I'm kind of done with it. I find less and less reasons to care about this quote-unquote relationship. Not worth my time. Neither is she.